Well, the casting process was actually pretty straightforward. We sent out a open casting call, and to our astonishment and amazement, we received about several hundred submissions. Now, the submissions are not auditions. They are just simply submissions from actors who have read the breakdown, read over, what the role is about, what's required, and they send us their headshot, resume, maybe a reel they have on hand, in hopes of us picking them to audition. So, It's Me Billy is really not the kind of project where you need to see several hundred people. So we had to be decisive, and we chose about 20 people per role. And we sent that off and just waited to see who would submit, because not everybody does. I mean, there are certain people you really hope to see and hear from, and sometimes you don't. But thankfully, everybody that submitted for the three leads in this movie, everybody was fantastic. Everybody was incredibly talented. But there were three people in particular, three ladies in particular, that stood out to us. And they were Victoria Miro, Shelby Handley, and Malika Henny. And these ladies, these actors they were not just great. They were not just fantastic. They were brilliant. One of the things that we loved about their audition was that we believed their performances. We believed that they were the ones that were thinking the words that were on the page. They were fantastic. I mean, I even took Shelby's audition and Victoria's audition and spliced them together because they were auditioning the same scene. And I spliced them together to see if it would match, to see if there was an ebb and flow, because it really felt like there might have been. Now, these ladies were not auditioning together. They didn't even know each other at the time. And they were auditioning at separate times in separate places, and it cut together like that. It was as if they were having the conversation together in the same room. So I knew from that moment, I obviously knew before that, but that was one of the things that really sort of helped to sell me on these two. And Malika was just as brilliant. Her reel alone that she sent was fantastic. Again, it goes back to believability. I believe that these ladies are the ones thinking these words. So, but everybody was fantastic. And, when we knew that we wanted to sort of kind of hone in on these three, we continued to look, because that's what you need to do. But our heart was always sort of with them. We kept coming back to them, and we knew that they were the three that we wanted to offer the roles to. And thankfully, they said yes. Now, when it comes to our lead, we cast Victoria Miro in the role of Sam. And the character of Sam is the granddaughter of Jess Bradford, who was played by Olivia Hussey in the original Black Christmas. Now, Bruce and I knew when we were looking for our Sam that it would be a nice detail, if she resembled a young Olivia Hussey. But it's not a prerequisite. It's not an absolute. Talent will always triumph over that. But it just so happens that when Victoria sent in her headshot and resume for consideration, I looked at Bruce, he looked at me, and we were like, she kind of looks like Olivia Hussey. And I was like, yeah, she kind of does. And her resume was solid. We checked out her reel. It was really solid. So we had our fingers crossed that what she sent us was going to be brilliant. And it was. So we were so thankful that we not only found an actress who was brilliant, but she also kind of resembles a young Olivia Hussey, which works, right? Which totally works. So we couldn't be more excited to work with Victoria and bring back a little bit of that Jess Bradford to the Black Christmas franchise. Now, when it came to casting Sam's two best friends, Emma and Justine, we cast Shelby Handley in the role of Emma and Malika Henny in the role of Justine. And the characters of Sam and Emma, they're best friends. They've known each other for a very, very long time, probably since they were like 5 years old, right? And Justine is a little new to the group, maybe 5 or 6 years or so, but she fits right in. And there's a genuine love and affection between the characters. And I can really feel the chemistry brewing and beginning between the three actors as well. We had our first table read last week, and it went really, really well. Now, it's a table read, so, you know, the actors are still trying to find their footing, find their ground, ask questions about the characters. But I found there was a real chemistry that was beginning to brew between the actors, which made me even more excited to see that chemistry grow and build on set. So, you know, everything about them and everything about their genuine passion and commitment to the roles is just, it's contagious. And, you know, I really believe we have cast the right people for the job. And that makes me really excited.